Peace, love, and about it. Here, y'all. What is good? What's poppin'? What it is? Hope. What's up? Okay. It is I Shot the Sage returning for another amazing video. I haven't went live in a very long time. I got shit to do today, baby. I'm going to see Jeezy tonight, and I got time to be recording and editing. Okay. So this video was highly requested. Because being consistent now. Yeah. Okay. So this video is called I'm going to be explaining the dark divine feminine and the sacred hoe. Okay, because there's a lot of misconceptions around here. There's a lot of misconceptions about this topic, and maybe I'm here to bring the facts. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the dark divine feminine. There have been misconceptions with the feminine fatale movement. A lot of people just think the dark divine feminine is just being a bitch and just dominating men, and just even off that, centering it around men. What's up, y'all? Peace. Even that idea, just centering yourself around men is ridiculous. Okay, and this is what a lot of people are teaching, right? And a lot of y'all conscious teachers too like to talk about this subject and don't know what the fuck they talking about. Okay, so the dark divine feminine is the being who is a representation of nature. Okay, this is the pharaoh woman. Okay, you can call it the wild woman. And when I mean wild woman, it don't got shit to do with sex. Okay, sex is just a byproduct of the wild woman. Okay, so with the dark divine feminine, she is the physical manifestation of God itself. God is feminine. God is not a man. Men do not produce life. Men are like fire. Okay, as Princella the Queen Maker, she put it, fire is needed in certain things, but not everything, because fire can be destructive. Water is, women are like water, right? Nurture, sustain, give life to, right? Most every living organism on this planet needs water, right? And you need fire to sometimes destroy things. That's why that's the men aspect, that's the masculine aspect. Okay, so the divine feminine represents nature. Okay, outside of human programming. Okay, so when I mean the pharaoh woman, I mean the woman who is literally manifested and grafted, the original human being without human interaction. And what I mean by that is you have to understand the world that we live in is fake. Patriarchy is not real. Patriarchy is against nature. Starbucks is not real. Bank of America is not real. Target is not real. These are things that we built to create a society. The humans built this upon nature, right? We built a fake ass world called the Matrix. So we built this within nature. It is not, these things are not real. So when I mean the pharaoh woman, I mean the woman straight from the cosmos, don't even know where patriarchy is. Okay, patriarchy don't even exist, right? So just like nature, right? Nature could be very beautiful. Okay, look at the Grand Canyon, look at Mount Everest, look at places in the Caribbean where the water is so blue and clear, and other landscapes across the world. Earth is very beautiful. Okay, you got ice mountains, you got forests. When people take pictures of them hiking and traveling, they take these scenic things, right? That's nature. Nature is beautiful. But also, nature is cruel as fuck. Okay? Nature is about survival of the fittest. I used to watch a lot of lion documentaries, or just a lot of National Geographic documentaries when I was younger, and there will be times where little babies will get eaten, like in the African savannah, right? Little babies, like a baby impala, little small little thing, innocent, but that and small baby impala is prey to leopards, hyenas, lions, and sometimes a lot of mothers in the wild, no matter what animal that you are, they lose their children to predators who are on the top of the food chain. So, and these are the things that the dark divine feminine embodies. Okay, she's nurturing, right? She's nurturing, she's kind, she's fair, but she's also very cruel. She's matter of fact. She's like the representation of Saturn. The world that we live in is Saturn based, okay? Because everything is very, I don't want to say realistic, but if you want things done here in the 3D world, you have to exert your will physically and actually make it happen. You can't just sit around and think about shit. This is how the elites then created all this whole fake ass world with the Starbucks and the Target and shit, and then they're using people to work these places so they can get rich, right? Because they figured it out. They figured out how to manipulate Saturn, okay? So that's the first thing you got to understand about the dark divine feminine. Now, the most popular dark divine feminine is Lilith, okay? So in the Jewish texts, a lot of Christians and a lot of Islamic people do not acknowledge Lilith, okay? So the story of Lilith in the Judaic text and also in the I don't want to say the Kabbalah, because the Kabbalah and the Jews kind of go one and the same, but that's neither here or there, okay? So in the Jewish text, Adam's first wife was not Eve, okay? So how it was is, and this is all allegorical. This is allegorical. These are not real motherfuckers. This is an allegorical story to explain how humanity got to where it is currently. So Adam's first wife was Lilith, okay? Now, Lilith was already existing, mind you. No interference from no man, because everybody knows that the first human being to be created, so when God say, I made man in image of myself, it created a woman, okay? A melanated woman who was Homo erectus. And then extraterrestrials came and made Homo sapiens, but the original woman was a melanated Homo erectus woman. There were no men. At one point in time, I've explained this in my other videos, men did not exist, okay? So, men did not exist at one point in time. At one point in time, the planet was entirely female. Now, due to extraterrestrial, okay, those in the comments, this is my shit. So you're not finna tell me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not about to take no advice from no man. So, and whatever you say is not going to convince me that what you're saying is right. So, I highly recommend, if you don't like what I'm saying, please exit stage less, because I'm not talking to you. Okay? So, I don't even remember what I was saying. But anyway, Lilith already existed. The planet was full of feminines. Men did not exist at one point in time. So, in the story about Lilith already existed. God made Adam. So, Adam, just discovering himself, oh shit, oh man, I got a penis. Oh, I'm on this planet where animals are fruitful. I have fruit, I have vegetables, everything is provided for. So as he's moving through the Garden of Eden, he see this fine thing that he ain't never seen before, Lilith. And, Lilith entertained him, like, hey, what's up? My name Lilith, yeah, planet Earth, cool, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Like, I like you, you like me, So they started vibing. Lilith, found Adam entertaining, right? So, Lilith, so when it came time to do the do, Adam was uncomfortable with Lilith riding him, okay? Because Adam, it's in a male's nature to eat, fuck, sleep, have control. That's literally all the basis of male biology. And it takes a male to fully discipline and cultivate himself to move beyond his nature, okay? So this is why men have to work harder for self-control, because at their core, they're pretty much animals. Let's be honest, they're animals, right? We see in the world the worst crimes ever been done on the planet: school shootings, grape. Excuse me, YouTube. School shootings, grape, genocides of people have all been done by men. Think of the worst crimes in the world, they're done by men. Okay, so Adam was uncomfortable with Eve, Lilith trying to ride him, and Lilith was just like, this ain't no one up, one down hierarchy, baby. This is, we either come together as counterparts or I get the fuck on, because you're trying to put me beneath you, and I was here first. So why would I be beneath you when you literally just got manifested? You literally were created a few days ago, and I've been here for millions of years. Like, no, like, you're not gonna come up in here and tell me what to do because I was here first, right? So, they had a disagreement. In the text, they said that Lilith went off and they said that she had sex with demons, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why Lilith is demonized, okay? So after Lilith left the Garden of Eden, okay, Lilith, God had to make another counterpart for Adam, okay? And God decided to make Eve. Now, God had to recreate Eve so many times because he was trying to find the best thing that matched Lilith, because Lilith was that bitch. Lilith was a sexy motherfucker, okay? So it took God 2, 3, 4 times to make Eve in Adam's liking. And then at the final draft, when God was like, all right, you like this version, Adam was just like, yeah, I guess she cool, you know what I'm saying? And so Eve is more subservient to Adam. Eve was meant for Adam to increase his survival, because men naturally cannot survive on their own. This is why most of them look for sex, okay? Because literally their whole biology is sex driven. They were made to carry extra genes, because if you look at the male chromosome, the Y chromosome is half of X, meaning they don't have all the genes that women have. So this is why men are considered defective women. Like I've explained before, when they're doing a trans procedure, all they're doing is just cutting open a penis and putting it back inside of a body, putting it inside of a body, and bam, you have a vagina, because the penis is just an extroverted vagina, right? So men are not whole beings. They are, they're defective women, okay? And another reason why they have nipples and don't use nipples. Nipples, if you look at all of the mammals in nature, all mammals in nature have nipples to feed their young. Men do not feed young in nature, okay? Because it's those extra genes that they didn't really, I don't really know what determines what makes a child and who gets that extra XX instead of the XY, but it's a lot of factors that go into that, okay? So, now the reason why Lilith is demonized, because Lilith is a threat to the patriarchy, okay? So what the elites did is they manipulated men, because men need to feel important. Men are ego-based. Literally, the masculine is to project its will to create something, right? The feminine is the more reflective, nurturing, inward. Men are more extroverted. I need to do this. I need to accomplish. I need to build myself. I need to go hunt. Okay, they're the extroverted. You can say they're the extroverted parts of the woman. Okay, so Lilith is demonized, and she's hated because men have been lied to through patriarchy, because the elites needed men to build their world. Okay, the elites knew that, okay, men are physically stronger. This is their inherent needs, so we're going to manipulate them, make them seem like, yeah, the woman is supposed to be subservient to you. Yeah, you are entitled to women. Yeah, all you got to do is just be a nice guy, have a job, and you're guaranteed a woman. You're guaranteed that to reproduce. So like I said, when you gas a man's head up, he going to start walking around thinking he's something that he's not. Ladies, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know what I'm talking about. If you're having intercourse with a male and you know it's bad and you lie to him and say it's good, in his mind he's gonna be like, well, I must have put it down, I'm mad. You feel me? Because if they're ego based, okay, and like I said, not all of them but most of them, that's why the men who are at higher social standing, they have an ample amount of discipline to control themselves. Because y'all know it's true. Like I said, if you don't tell a man his sex is horrible, he going to be walking around thinking he got a big old mandingo, knowing that he got a little egg roll. Y'all already know how men are. So this is why I'm really adamant, if a man sucks at sex, tell him he sucks at sex, because he going to walk around thinking that he's somebody that he ain't. So the elites know this. So the elites gas these niggas head up, okay? So men's ego is meant to produce things. So the elites knew, hey, this is the nature of a male. We need bridges built. We need banks built. We need targets built. So they knew, they used men and gassed up men and gave the world this ideology that man is God, men is over women, right? So it can make the male confident enough so he can go out and work, so he can go out and build banks, bridges, so he can go out and fight wars, so the elites can hoard all the resources for themselves, okay? So the elites have used men to build their war so they can have more resources and stay at the top. That is literally the secret. That's the secret. That's the secret, okay? And then even women are victims of patriarchy because you have the Eve consciousness. Eve is really the enabler of patriarchy. Eve is the enabler of Adam. Eve was doing everything. Okay, Adam. All right, Adam. Whatever you say, honey. Knowing this nigga defective as hell. Knowing that Adam didn't even really like this bitch for real. He just had to get the next best thing because Lilith was gone. Okay? So when you have women who are in an Eve consciousness who really do believe that, hey, I'm supposed to serve my man. I'm supposed to, Eve is a goddamn fool. That's what she is. Eve is a fool. I call them dick warriors, okay? D-I-C-K warriors. Eve are the women who are dick warriors, okay? She's also the colonized woman, because if you want to conquer a society, you have to program the men and then overpower the women, and to get them to think like, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't have no power. I guess I'm just only here to serve men. I'm just only supposed to cook his meals, have his kids. And you see over the past few hundred years how that's worked out. Women have been abused, and the divine feminine is tired of it. So this is why in the age of Aquarius, the world is slowly but surely, very slowly, it's going to be a slow progress. So this is why we're in the threshold between Pisces, the age of Pisces, and the age of Aquarius. Okay, this is a time to be alive, baby. This is history. Okay, we're literally born into one of the greatest times mankind has ever seen. Okay. So, Lilith, or the dark divine feminine, is also feared and demonized because, as I stated before, men are slave to their sexual desires. Okay, and the dark divine feminine, it puts them in a role of submissiveness, because when you have something that I want, okay, you have value. I don't care what these men be trying to tell you. They have to manipulate and lie to get vagina. They go through hoops. They lie. They gotta put on masks and they gotta be actors because they have something in between a woman's legs that they want. And Lilith, or the dark divine feminine, is already aware of that, and men are subservient to her. Period. Like, men, like, the dark divine feminine compromises the male mind, and the elites knew that. So they knew if they were to continue to allow the dark feminine archetype to exist, men would lose their motherfucking minds, because they needed men to build their world. So if you got a whole bunch of Liliths running around, these niggas ain't gonna want to work because they so hooked on Lilith's vagina. Okay, so you really gotta understand that. You really have to understand. And like I said, I know the men mad. Baby, you mad. It's in your nature. It's okay. It's okay. Your ego's hurt. Like I said, a lot of women are raising their standards. So there's gonna be an increase. They already came out with the studies, baby. It's gonna be an increase in lonely men, and even the programming that men have been taught. Oh, you're God. Oh, you're superior. Oh, the woman. It's crumbling. When they said the age of Aquarius was gonna bring information, it was gonna bring information in terms of even the relationships between heterosexual bonding. Okay, so that's another reason why the dark divine feminine is demonized and hated so much, because they know that booty, all this soft skin make a man weak. Okay, and the elites was like, oh no, because men are slaves to their sexual desires, so we cannot have the dark divine feminine in the world, because the men will be distracted and not build will not build our cities and not fight our wars. So we have to keep the woman docile and in Eve consciousness. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now, baby, I'm in your ass. Okay. I'm gonna call him back. Okay. So I want to talk about the over sexualization of Lilith. Okay, so people keep thinking that femme fatale is and manipulating men is the dark divine feminine. It's a byproduct of it, but the overall sexualization of Lilith is a problem, because a lot of people think that, and like I said, even your conscious teachers, dark divine feminine, she gotta come like chaos. That's a sexy motherfucker. Lilith is sexy, but it's been, I think her sexual dominance has been overcasted by what she actually represents, and she represents nature at its true core, meaning males are supposed to biologically, and like I said, nature deals with biology. Biologically, there's a reason why men have a more concentrated testosterone, and there's a reason, because we're supposed to function a certain way, but the Matrix took us out of that, put some other bullshit so they can hoard all the resources, you feel me, and do their will, and basically just get rich, trying to make their own heaven on earth. That's really what it is. Okay. And Lilith is she's the authentic woman. Lilith, the dark divine feminine, does not center her life around men. Like I said, this is the woman sent straight. This is the natural woman, the feral woman, who is not programmed by anything. Like I said, the Matrix is fake. Patriarchy is fake. Because like I said, if you look at nature, every other mammal in nature follows Lilith's laws. And like I said, the elites have tried so hard to control nature, they can't. And I keep telling people, you cannot, if nature wanted us to go, baby, ain't shit we can do about it. If you can build a $3 million house, have 6 Ferraris, 2 McLarens, whatever. Baby, if Earth say, nigga, fuck your house and have an earthquake and open the ground up, your whole house gonna collapse. And it's not nothing that insurance can do. It's not nothing that the government can do. It's not nothing that the city can do. When nature says something is not working, it's gone, it's gone. Do you understand me? So and this is a representation of the woman. You cannot control women. Okay, men are easily controllable. This is how, like I said, because they're meant to be. They're meant to serve women. They're meant to go out, bring resources. Hey, woman, even when you see the bowerbird, when the bowerbird wants a mate, he has to build a nest for the female. The male is supposed to work and protect the feminine. I don't care how the fuck your ego feel about it. This is what the divine feminine does. The dark divine feminine does. It doesn't care about the male ego. It cares about the natural laws of nature. And when you look at nature, most animals and mammals are matriarchal. The women rule it. Okay, even in the black community, it's in the backwards way, but still, even in the black community, the women rule the black community. But the only thing is, they're not holding the black man to the standards of a male. They're holding the black man in the standards of a son. Okay, so y'all really gotta understand that. And like I said, not all men are like this, but if a man wants to accomplish certain things, he has to have discipline, self-control. Hi, baby. Hi, is that TJ? What's up, boo? He has to have discipline. He has to have self-control. I was in the military, and the military, that's why I got out. I feel like that's a job for men, baby. It's not a job for me. Because the military, no, in the military, if you don't do something, oh, baby, that's your ass. Ain't no, oh, I got into a car accident. Ain't no, oh, my wife fell and broke her leg so I can come into work. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They said, you gonna be at muster at 0800 and you gonna get the fuck, or that's your ass. Because the government understands male nature. Men are supposed to serve women. Okay. And if they serve women, the more you serve women, the more pussy you get. But a lot of people don't understand that. If you serve women, if you make a woman happy, she'll give you the world. She'll bust it open, whatever. And they're working backwards. They want to control the woman, hoard all the resources, and still have access to sex and reproductive rights so they can pass their genes along. With dishonoring her, it don't work like that. So this is why there's a change in society now. Like I said, the women are getting a little bit more enlightened to who they are, because this time has been predicted for a while now. Okay, so if you are a woman and you want to embody the dark divine feminine, okay, you gotta understand it comes with shame, because God made ass and titties and estrogen for a reason. He already like a lot of women shame little girls or sex workers or OnlyFans girls because they know the power it holds between it. When Hugh Hefner, I watched the documentary Hugh Hefner built his entire franchise on women because he understands that sex sells. So Hugh Hefner opened up a gateway because in order to get porn prior to Hugh Hefner's age, the Playboy age, it was very hard to get porn. Like, you had to go to a man who went to a man who went to a man to get little pictures and shit of some type of women. But the fact that men still went out and will pay, hey, I got these little pics of my wife or this girl I know. I took some pictures of her. Like I said, back in the 1930s, 1920s, even in the 1800s and 1700s, you had to. It was like a black market to get porn. So when Playboy came along, right? That changed the trajectory, right? So after Playboy, then it came videos and movies, because they in New York. So New York was really big in the porn industry around late 60s, 70s. But it got out of control because motherfuckers, just like men, they was killing the hoes, okay? They couldn't just pay for the pussy and leave. They had to abuse the hoes, and it fucked it up for everybody, right? The hoes was trying to make some money. The hoes just like, listen, you want to see some ass? I want to see some cash. Hey, keep them dollars coming, and that's going to make me dance. Couldn't even do that. They had to kill the hoes, so that's why they completely stopped, the prostitution in New York. But even then, they had peep shows and everything because they know it's powerful. So when you try to embody things like the Little Women, you're going to get shamed, especially from Eve women, the dick warriors, because they can't do it. So, because, like I said before, the elites know that men are slave to vagina. So Lilith is superior to men because of her sexual power. And that compromises the program. That distracts men from fighting their wars and building their bridges. So they have to demonize her. Oh, you're a sex worker. Oh, you're a gold digger. Oh, you a hoe. But who's keeping the porn industry alive? Men. Who's keeping the strip clubs? Oh, I live in Atlanta. Who's keeping the strip clubs open? Men. Because they're slave to sex. Literally. This is why the FBI, when they're trying to infiltrate organized crime organization, or they're trying to infiltrate masculine groups like the mafia and shit, they send a woman. Oh, like in Too Fast, Too Furious. Eva, what's her face? Was a cop, but she had to. But so they sent her in as a plant to be what's his name? Vic's wife. Whatever. What was the antagonist in Too Fast, Too Furious? Y'all know what I'm talking about with Paul Walker and Tyrese, the second Fast and the Furious. So they sent a beautiful woman who has sexual. She was sexually desirable to infiltrate, you know, the guy's drug business, and it worked because they understand women are powerful. Okay. So if a woman shame you, like I said, God didn't give you ass. I know I got a fat ass. I do. I ain't got the titties yet, but I know I got a fat ass. And I capitalize off of it. And I know it's giving me privileges. My face gives me privileges. My ass gives me privileges. Like, they want to shame you for it because they know how powerful it is. That's really all it is. They really know, like, this ass, I already know. I can go in the middle of the street and jiggle this ass and cause a car accident. I already know that. That's how powerful a woman is. Okay. So if a lot of women are shamed out of this because they don't want you to have this power, baby. They don't want you to have, see these titties. Okay, you see this soft skin, you see all this makeup, baby. This is power. Okay. Like I said, but being feminine does not equate to just sex. Okay, that's why I keep saying the over-sexualization of Lilith and the divine feminine. Okay, because it's just a byproduct. Okay, yes, even your parents shamed for it. Like I said, my mother and her sisters are dick warriors. You feel me? So they would, oh, you think you fast? Like, any form of femininity I try to express, I was considered fast. Y'all know, if y'all black women who grew up in the black community, any sign of femininity or feeling ourselves or that je ne sais quoi, because every woman wants to seduce. That's called soft power. Women have power. Men have hard power, which is war and force and control. Not women. Women, we don't have to use force for power. We can just show up. Hi, no thank you. How you doing, baby? Hi, honey. You feel me? That's soft power. Shake a little ass where it's falling. I already know. You feel me? That's soft power. And like I said, that's a problem for a patriarchy, okay? Well, let's see what else I got, honey. So if you got titties and a fat ass and a cute face, baby, that's your power. Like I said, God wouldn't give you that shit. The creator, she wouldn't give you that shit just for no reason. You feel me? I know I ain't got a fat ass for no reason. Baby, this fat ass is power. Hello? Men are safe to their sexual desires. And like I said, patriarchy encouraged women to lower themselves so men wouldn't get distracted from not building their shit. Okay? But, okay, so if you want this power as a woman, you're going to have to take on the shame that comes with it. At least like, patriarchy not going to go away for at least another, maybe, I'll probably see a change is probably going to be made in like another 10, 20, 30, maybe even 50 years, okay? So, I also want to break down the difference between Eve and Lilith, okay? Look at the last two presidents and their wives, okay? Now, you got Michelle Obama, who's an Eve archetype. She's supporting the man. She even admitted, like, yeah, there was times where, you know, I didn't want to be with him, and, you know, he made me, like, basically insinuated that Obama, just like a man, did some bullshit. Because when, like I said, men don't like women who do the most for them. They view you as retarded. This is why a lot of men, because a lot of men have unsecured attachment styles, they like the women who don't like them. Like, the woman who treat them like shit the most, and I've had male friends, I cut him off because he had low self-esteem. And I can't fuck with nobody with low self-esteem, man or woman. His ex-girlfriend left him for somebody else, and he still wanted her. Okay? And mind you, he had this other girl braiding his hair for free, was catering to him. He didn't want that. He wanted the bitch who left him for another nigga and treated him like shit. So, and this is really the truth. You feel me? Like, a lot of men don't like themselves because inherently, deep down, they know that they have to build their value and they're lacking. Women, we're naturally born with value, okay? Vagina is very valuable, okay? Like, literally, if somebody, I don't care, oh, we just want sex, okay, but anybody who has something that you want and desire has value. If you take away the desire, you take away the value, okay? So they'll say anything, oh, we don't love, but yeah, we just use you for sex. Okay, so at that point, when that man comes to you for sex, that woman, if she knows her power, she can use that. Okay, I already know. When niggas talk to me, all right, I already know what you coming here for. Yeah, and like I said, they gotta be gentlemen, knowing goddamn well it's a beast up in the man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you look real pretty. Let me get to know you, da da da. Baby, I don't even hear none of that. When a man approached me, I already know, yep, he saw this fat ass. Like, I keep telling y'all, men don't approach you and be like, wow. I was having a conversation with a lady. She was married to a very successful man, but she was in Eve consciousness. I'm like, do you honestly think that your husband, when he first saw you, was like, wow, she has a nice soul. I think she would be a great nurturer. No, when men look, and like I said, she got ass and titties. She thick, because most women in Atlanta thick as hell. She thick, bad, and pretty face. I'm like, you think your husband would be with you if you was ugly? You think that man was just like, yeah, she got a nice soul? No, he saw them ass and he saw them titties. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, because men don't approach you. Men don't approach you because they think, oh wow, I can see through her soul. They don't gonna be like, I can see through her soul. No, they looking at, damn, she got a fat ass. I wonder what that shit gonna look like if it's bouncing on my dick. Hello, let's not play stupid. Okay, so anyway, back to Michelle Obama. Okay, so Michelle Obama held her man down, went to law school, got degrees, worked her butt off, made all these accomplishments. And yes, you can say her accomplishments led her to be one of the most historic first ladies ever in America. Eve, holding the man down. Like I said, Eve deals with Adam's bullshit. Yeah, he been cheated on me a few times, but you know, I'm gonna stick beside him. That's Eve, right? Then you got Donald Trump's wife, who is Lilith. Melania ain't did none of that shit, and she still got in the same position as Michelle Obama. Now, what does that tell you about Eve and Lilith, right? And I think Melania Trump, she started off as Donald Trump's sugar baby. It was a shit, like, usually men in higher positions like that, they usually get sugar babies or dominatrix or some type of sex worker. You had a sex worker as first lady, and here you go, Michelle Obama working her ass off, aging herself, stressing out, giving birth to kids, gotta be a mother, a lover, all that. And you got Melania Trump, who made first lady, and ain't did none of that shit. Okay, so Lilith can still get in those. And like I said, shout out to Wise and Witchy, aka Charming Goddess. She changed her name, so her new channel is Wise and Witchy. She is the embodiment of Lilith. Y'all need to go check her out, because a lot of the stuff I know and applied do come from her, as well as Sheer Star Goddess, as well as Princella the Queenmaker. These are all aspects of the divine, dark divine feminine, okay? So, yeah, like I said, Lilith can do the same thing, you know, as Eve, but with less to work, because Lilith already knows. Listen, I know you like ass. I got it. These are my conditions. Let's go. Ain't gonna be none of that, oh, you served me type of shit. No. And like I said, men still love her. Like, even when I was growing up, I grew up a bunch of Eves. I told y'all. And they would say, oh, a man ain't gonna like you if you do this. A man ain't gonna like you if you do that. Baby. These men will approach anything. Okay? I'm starting to realize, long as you a woman, right, be straightforward. Long as you a woman, these niggas don't care. These niggas be trying to hit on dykes. Okay, studs. And And these studs don't like men. But it still be men who be trying to get with studs, and they not presenting themselves in an Eve way. Oh, let me cross my legs. Oh, let me be super polite. Oh, let me serve him. Oh, let me, baby. So it's just women are valuable, period, without serving a man, because woman is the natural ruler of this planet. Okay, God is a woman. Okay. So, but the only downfall of being a little woman is stalkers. You get stalkers. You get stalkers. You get men who want to possess you. It's like sometimes you can turn a man crazy because little, like I said, little makes men go crazy. They get perverted. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to put I'm put our business out like that. Like my ex, we used to do, I'm gonna just say backdoor stuff. And he ain't never did backdoor stuff before until I introduced him to him. Now he hooked on it. Like I said, now he, cause he ain't never, what day they say, he ain't never, trying to see what that be like. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never had nothing like that. So, like I said, everybody, like, wise in what you said, everybody can't be little, because these men will lose their fucking minds. I used to, when I was in a strip club, I had a regular who was Mexican. He was married, and he would come and see me. And like I said, I had to break up with him because he started to get crazy. Like, what's backdoor stuff, baby? Use your imagination. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Backdoor stuff. Okay, you got the front door and you got the back door. Okay, when you talking about intercourse. Okay, so. Yeah, that's the only thing with being a little woman. The power does come with some side effects. You get stalkers and niggas be crazy. Or you either meet women who try to undermine you. Because like I said, that's why I don't have a lot of women friends, because they're Eves. Like, they're holding up the patriarchy. Like, girl, decenter men from your life. Like, the less you focus on men, literally, that's how it is. Women, when we focus more on ourselves, when you're in a relationship as a woman, okay, you ever notice when you start to put more energy into that man, he starts to repel and treat you worse? Because men are supposed to seek love, because love connects them to their higher self. The heart chakra is the gateway between the lower self, the lower chakras, and the higher chakras. Women, I said this, are just supposed to embody love. Men are the ones who are supposed to be seeking and loving and giving, because their basic nature is animalistic, and they know that. And if y'all, and the men out here who feel offended about that, are you gonna tell your daughters, yeah, trust every man that you see? Oh yeah, every man. Like, are you gonna leave your daughters in the middle of a fucking what do you call that? A sports bar at 11 o'clock? You're not gonna leave your daughter at a sports bar, knowing sports bar is where all men go. You're not gonna do that, are you? No, you're not. Okay, so y'all can say what y'all want, but deep down, other men know how other men are. If you listen to the rap music, oh, fuck these, I don't fuck with these niggas because they shady. Fuck these niggas, fuck that bum ass nigga. Fuck that, I don't fuck with these niggas, da, da, da. They don't even like each other. Cause they know. Come on. Like, let's be real here. They don't even like each other. They know they ain't shit. Because they be telling, men who actually love their daughters put their daughters onto game. Listen, these men only want something from you. This is what you do. Okay? Those are true men who love their daughter. You're not going to tell your daughter, yeah, trust every man. No, men are cool, baby. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself available to every man. No father is going to do that, because he's a man and he understands the nature of a man. This is why when their teenage daughters start to dating, they make little jokes like, oh, I got my shotgun ready. Oh, I got my shotgun ready. Because they know they ain't shit. And I ain't saying all men ain't shit, because like I said, you got the divine masculine. But a lot of men are not divine masculines, honey. Divine masculines require discipline, structure, focus, integrity, okay? Holding yourself as well as the people around you accountable. That's why I fuck with Dolph so much, because Dolph, he holds the niggas around him accountable. He's like, you can't be my friend if you're not focused on financial stability, and if you don't take care of your kids. He was really big on that. He was like, I don't fuck with niggas who don't take care of their kids. And that's some emperor shit because you're holding other men accountable. Okay, so I think I'm done. I think this video is very successful. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. But yeah, so if you want to be a woman who embodies this energy, you're gonna have to get used to shame. But with that shame, you're gonna have to. Everything is an exchange. If you want power, it's going to come with a price. Okay, the price is not physical; it's just social. Like me, I'm a lone wolf because I know I'm very powerful. So I have to sacrifice friendships. I have to sacrifice relationships. I have to sacrifice family because if you're vibrating in a certain way, other people, and I'm noticing this too, the spirit of jealousy is so crazy because I don't look at nobody and be like, damn, I want what she has and let me tear her down. Like, if I see another bad bitch or somebody that got something I don't have, I'll be like, damn, that's what's up. I can get that shit too. You feel me? So when you have this type of power, expect a lonely, life. But you're a sovereign being, you're independent out of society's standards. Oh, real quick, the sacred hoe. Okay, baby, all the sacred whore is just, this is the woman who trades information for money. That's it. That's all. That's really all the sacred whore is. Like I said, when you hear certain words, you get these certain images, baby. It's simple. The sacred whore is just a woman who trades occult knowledge for resources. That's it. You can see an example. I'm a sacred whore because when I was in California, most of my money wasn't made because I was doing lap dances. Most of my money was made from talking to men. Because when men come in a strip club, all they want to do is talk. You know what I'm saying? Most of these niggas need therapists. So that's why they come to women and come to the strip club because it's an environment where they can let their hair down. They're not with their wives. They're not with their kids. They're not in front of their boss. They can be themselves. So this is why men be like, I don't understand why niggas do this. But it's really men out here who need stuff from a hoe, right? So you a real hoe if you can still get money without handing any sexual favors. Oh, good God. Oh, Jesus. Yes, that is true power. That is a sacred whore. Providing services and still getting resources without any sexual exchange. That's it. It's basically the high priestess who gets money through exchanging information. Now, of course she's attractive and she's sexually appealing because men are not gonna talk to you if you ugly. Like it just is what it is. They ain't gonna fuck with you if you ugly. Okay, so that's all the sacred whore is. It's just a hoe who exchanges information for resources and financial currency. So, like I said, now that we're in this new age, women have more autonomy because you already knew, and a lot of men be comparing their women aren't like they used to be. Like my a real 304 was shutting her down, baby. You can. Like I said, the whole purpose of being a hoe is to sell the fantasy without giving up the pussy. That's really, baby, that's the secret. Hello, dancing, that's like you, like some women do have sex for money, baby. But the real finesse, the real game is to finesse without having sexual favors. So you're a man, so of course you're gonna say that. Oh, a real 304, duh, you're the consumer of what, duh, of course you're gonna say that. You're the consumer. I'm the manufacturer. Like, hello. So yeah, y'all gotta realize society's changing because women are becoming more financially empowered. And when you're more financially empowered as a woman, you do not have, I bet you it is blasphemy and lies. Yeah. Oh, it's blasphemy and lies. Baby, men, y'all don't have no power. All y'all can do is really sit, talk shit in the corner and cry. That's really all men can do now. Like, bringing me back to my point. It wasn't until 1970 until women got bank accounts. Because what the elites did was they hoarded all the resources, gave them to the men, and then they because women don't really need men. Women just need resources to sustain on their own. Because like I said, really, The real woman is the dark divine feminine. She really isn't concerned with men. No, men don't have any power, baby. Anybody who can be compromised by sexual desire has no power. I'm sorry. Say how you feel about it, but it's the truth. You put a piece of ass in front of a man, his whole mind gone. And if his whole mind ain't gone, he fighting with himself not to express, not to succumb to that. So they gotta fight hell tooth and nail to avoid, you know what I'm saying? So how can you be leaders when if I put a piece of pussy in front of you, your whole mind gone? That's how Egypt failed. Egypt failed because after they didn't change the religion so much, it started being matriarchal. Egypt failed because the pharaohs was fucking the European. So when the Europeans came to Egypt, eventually they casted out the men, but they kept the women. And like I said, interracially, we look forward to each other. Light skin is attracted to dark skin is attracted to light skin. It's just natural. You got that natural polarity. So the pharaohs was fucking the European women. And when the European women had children, those children was like, okay, I'm half pharaoh and half European. So those children started to allow the Europeans into Egypt again and made it so this is where you got your Cleopatra and shit. And then after Cleopatra, Egypt was completely taken over by the Roman Empire. All because some years prior to that, here come a black ass nigga who's pharaoh, who's supposed to be gatekeeping the sacred ways of this great civilization, but he ended up falling for it because he saw a white bitch and she had some titties and she had a pretty face. Literally, y'all wanna know why Egypt fell? That's why Egypt fell. That's how. And you ever wonder, damn, how did the Europeans get into Egypt? Because they was fucking the European women, and then them kids is just like, no, you ain't gonna do my mama's family like that. Let my mama's family come into Egypt. Because when you're a child of a pharaoh, you're next in line to take the throne. So if I got a little mixed child and I'm on the brink of death, then the mixed child's gonna be like, well, you can't do my mama's side like that. I mean, I like my daddy's side or whatever, but you can't do my mama's side like that. So they let all them Europeans in, and then eventually came Cleopatra, and then after that, bam. Occult knowledge burnt down, Egypt taking over. So, baby, the evidence is there. the evidence is there. It's there. Just look at it. Okay? So that now that we're coming into, it is not even women are going to rule over men. It's just women been right here, men been here. Until men can accept the fact that women are not their doormats and we're actually your counterparts who give you life, and if you want to interact with us, you're going to have to do it on a equal, reciprocal basis instead of just trying to step on my neck to ensure your survival. Oh, it's gonna be a motherfucking problem. It's gonna be a motherfucking problem. So I just keep saying, you see, women are changing now because the men who can't compete, and I hate to say it, especially in the black community, black men are doing the worst economically. I'm sorry. In the entire world, black men, not all, but most. Not all, let me say that. Not all, but most. Most cannot compete at the seat of the 1%. So the 1% is where the Jews are, the white American is, the Asian, the Arab. The black American man can't do that. So now that the black American woman, because this is what the conscious teachers, this is what they teach, baby. This is what they teach. Oh, the black woman, now she's getting more successful and independent. She's leaving the black man. No, because until 1971, women couldn't even have bank accounts. So like I was saying, that's not how Egypt. Yeah, nigga. Like I said, keep on crying. Bye. So until 1971, when women got bank accounts, they had to deal with men because the elites took the resources from the women and gave them all exclusively to the men. So for a certain amount of time, women were in naive consciousness because you were taught, I'm going to raise you, you're going to marry off this man, you got to be likable, women don't do this, you got to do a curtsy, If a man is speaking, he don't speak to, and if a man decides to have two, three bitches, he can do that because he's taking care of you. Da 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 da. So now that women are getting more money, the dudes who can't compete with the 1%, the dudes who can't compete with the Asians and the whites and the Arabs at the seat of the 1% who really got the most wealth, they're having temper tantrums because their women are doing better than them. So what the black man really need to realize is it's time to compete, because patriarchy, like I said, men are naturally supposed to compete in nature. They're supposed to build themselves inherently, and they're supposed to build themselves and then earn a woman. But patriarchy gave men a starter pack they was never supposed to have, because all male creatures in nature have to build their value in order to get a woman. Damn, I ain't got TikTok on my other phone, but I just saw TikTok today. Two eagles, and eagles mate annually, not semi-annually. And every time the woman comes, when it's time to mate again, she sits around and she watches before you can basically she says, before we have sex, you need to prove yourself. Go out there and catch a couple fish. Go out there and build a nest. I need to be reassured that if I was to have a baby with you, the baby gonna be taken care of, because the person I'm having a baby with, he's a good provider. So not only did patriarchy take the male out of that, it fed them religion. Yeah, man, God is man. You're supposed to conquer women. You feel me? This is what you're supposed to do. Women, you're entitled to have access to women. Now that shit's changing. And now, like I said, all them dusty niggas with podcasts and shit, I don't want no independent woman. Yeah, because you're not needed. And men in their biological DNA, they're supposed to be needed. This is why when you try to get money out of a man, you have to stroke his ego. It's really how you make a man feel is how, like I said, when you build a man up and when you're an attractive woman, he knows the attention that he gets from having an attractive woman. Like in the black community, we got you bring a girl to the cookout, here go your uncles. Yeah, Neff, I see you, Neff. Yeah, Neff, I see you, Neff. Because women enhance the image of men, okay? Because men cannot attract the same attention that a woman can, baby. They can, but not naturally. All a woman gotta do is put on a nice dress, some makeup, and some hair. She get all the attention. Men have to build their values. They have to be able to afford Mercedes and McLarens and Corvettes. They have to dress themselves up to be appealing. And even when they do that, they still have to have a lot of women around them to get the validation of men. Hence why the rap industry needs women and video vixens in their videos, because nobody just want to see a nigga with a chain in a music video with a bunch of niggas just doing this. No, we want to see some ass. And I like ass. You feel what I'm saying? I like women. So I know I like looking at ass and titties. Nobody's gonna want to watch a music video where it's just a bunch of niggas and diamonds. No, where's the bitches in the bikinis? Where's the bitches that twerking? Have a bitch do a split. That's why WAP popped off like it popped off, because sex sells, okay? Cardi B, Megan, they embody Lilith, okay? So I think I covered everything. So it's a new day and age. So now men are forced to, especially the black man. The black man is forced to compete with other races of men, especially since black women are dating other races of men now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nature is survival of the fittest, and a lot of these niggas is finna die off because, like, shout out to Priscilla the Queenmaker, because a lot of AI, Age of Aquarius, increasing technology for humanity. AI is finna take niggas' jobs. Okay, your little job that you got, y'all watching, yeah, like when patriarchy told you, all I gotta do is just get a good job, be nice, and I'm guaranteed a woman. They finna take y'all jobs with AI. Like I said, so when black men be like, well, as a community, baby, the women are the community, baby. Black women are gonna be fine. You niggas need to get out there and compete, because AI taking your jobs. So you can't use patriarchy like your forefathers, like your granddaddy's been using. Nah, you gotta get your ass out, and you gotta, if you want women. So like I said, they can say, oh, compete with yourself, nigga, and that will be true if men didn't desire women. But men still desire women. So men have to compete for women. It's nature. You can't get around it. And like I said, patriarchy only been working for a few centuries until nature came back and was just like, okay, no, baby, you gotta work for women, because that's why shit is overpopulated now. That's why they fucking gotta make clone meat and GMOs, because patriarchy then gave every man a woman, and so now you got all these motherfucking men who are consumers. You got all these people running around. They don't have the natural resources to support all these people, so that's why they gotta make GMOs now and grow fucking apples out of a fucking test tube, because there's too many people on the planet, because patriarchy has gave men access to women that they should not have. Being able to reproduce and have children is a privilege. Being able to recreate yourself in a woman is a privilege. And I don't care how y'all feel about it, because the niggas who's talking about it, these is the niggas who can't compete, because it's niggas at the top. And I'm telling this shit too, they like, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So the niggas who are mad at it are the niggas who are lacking financially. Hello? I'd be mad too if I was a broke nigga. Duh. I'd be mad too. Because I was sold the dream of patriarchy, and here go these women who got their bank accounts making their own money, starting their own business, who don't, like I said, men need to be needed. That's their inherent need. They need to be needed. They need to feel like a superhero. So when men don't need women no more because women are making their own money, and the only reason why women was with men is because women didn't have bank accounts, baby, it's up. It's over. It's over. Oh, y'all done. These bitches out here balling on these niggas. I live in Atlanta. Black women rule Atlanta. The women are ruling, and the men are mad about it, because that means less options and a decreased opportunity to reproduce. And like I said, they already coming out with studies showing it's an increase in lonely men. Look it up. And they like, oh, you're gonna die alone with cats. Baby, a woman alone ain't nothing compared when a man is alone. Cause men, the suicide rate for men is very high, because they're losing access to women, because women are gaining their financial independence. So if you are a woman, please do not let the black community, when the black man talk about his problems, baby, I want you to look down between your legs, baby. That ain't my problem. The white man is the white man, that baby. It's the black women is out earning y'all. What about the white men with them? Black women are already got two disadvantages. They're black and they're women, and they still are earning y'all niggas. I'm not trying to hear that. These are the niggas in nature who don't reproduce. They're gonna die out. Not all lions have prize. Not all lions get to make prize and lead prize, bro. So when the black community talk about the white man and we're this, and Dr. Umar get to talking, because men are focused on survival, baby. They have to build their value. Women, baby, we just exist and be pretty. Now, I'm pro woman, baby. If you want to be a corporate baddie, go to school and climb the corporate ladder, do that. But if you want to be a hoe and be like, ain't no nigga fucking with me unless he giving me some money and taking care of me, do that too. And I wish you would try to control me with some money, or that's gonna be your ass. So it's the new day and age, baby. Like I said, leave the black community alone, black woman. Take the cape off. Take it off. Take it off. Our foremothers have already suffered dealing with these niggas. Not most. I mean, not all, but most. Not all, but most. Take off the cape, baby, and live your life. Okay, stop identifying yourself as, oh, I'm a black woman and the black man is my common. Baby, you just a woman, and you an American woman. Okay, you a woman first, and women should put themselves first, however you see fit. So I'm finna get ready to go. I'm about to get ready for the Jeezy concert, baby. Life good. I hope this message was very informative. I have done my due diligence in getting this message out because this message is very vital. So, till next time.